With the announcement of Warhammer The Old World, a return to Warhammer Fantasy a few years ago by Games Workshop, this is the first in a new series of videos speculating on the characters most likely to appear in the relaunch. This video will focus on the Empire characters relevant to the likely timeline of this new version of Warhammer Fantasy, the time of the Three Emperors and the Great War against Chaos. If you guys end up enjoying the video, please leave it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Warhammer content. Just as some background information, the time of the Three Emperors was the period of roughly 1,000 years in which Sigmar's empire was no longer united under a single banner. This ended with Chaos's defeat and the election of a new emperor, around 2300. While Games Workshop has not yet revealed much information on who the major players of the setting will be, we can look to past editions of Warhammer Fantasy to see who might be the most likely candidates for new or returning named characters. The first and most likely character to appear is Magnus the Pious. He is the most important historical Empire character after Sigmar. He was dedicated to the cult of Sigmar, and it is from this that he later received his moniker the Pious. Magnus is the character that reunites the Empire into a single faction once again. He also establishes the colleges of magic with the aid of Teclis. He's a great warrior, as he would later go on to slay the ever-chosen Azavar Kul. The second character I think is most likely to appear is Volins, first Supreme Patriarch of the Colleges of Magic. Before the rise of Magnus the Pious, magic was outlawed in the Empire, and the few practitioners who were more hedge wizards. But under the direction of Teclis, and at the petition of Magnus, the Colleges of Magic were formed to help humanity organize its magic practitioners. Magnus saw the great power that magic could offer the Empire. Knowing the previous uninstructed wizards often led to being corrupted, Magnus petitioned Teclis to teach human mages in order to control their magic. The most prominent of these mages was Volins, who would later become the first Supreme Patriarch of the Colleges of Magic. Volins was the most powerful human mage known at the time. Under the direction of Teclis, Volins began the College of Light Magic and became its first patriarch. He was a supremely powerful mage and the most powerful human magic practitioner within the time period that we know of. Later Supreme Patriarchs like Balthazar Gelt still wield the Staff of Volins as an heirloom of the Supreme Patriarchs. We know very little about his history, but I think he's a lock for the Empire, being the primary magical candidate I think that we'll get. The last character I think is most likely to appear is Ulrich Kristoff. The Ulrich is the head of the cult of Ulrich and leader of the Knights of the White Wolf. The cult of Ulrich were the greatest supporters of Middenland's claimant to Sigmar's throne, known as the Wolf Emperors. When Magnus came and trying to unite the Empire to fight against Chaos, he came to Middenland, and its capital Middenheim, and was denounced by Kristoff as a charlatan and as a false claimant to the throne. It was only when Magnus passed through the flame of Ulrich unharmed that Kristoff came around to Magnus's view and later supported him as emperor. As leader of the Knights of the White Wolf, Kristoff is a mighty warrior and the greatest cavalry commander of the time. He was appointed by Magnus to be the leader of the Empire's cavalry in their war against Chaos. He may play a role similar to the Grand Theogonist like Volkmar in the current timeline. We've already seen the cult of Ulrich have kind of a parallel role to the cult of Sigmar and their warrior priests, but I think that the cult of Ulrich could focus more on offense. The cult of Ulrich is known for fierce warriors. Well, this is my speculation for who I think is most likely to appear in the Old World for the Empire, but let me know who you guys think will appear in the comments down below. With that said, I'm Fohammer, and have a great day, guys.